Hey folks, Legionnaire Archery here today. I wanted to talk to you about the English Longbow, which is an emblem of history because it's very renowned, and anybody who has been around bows absolutely recognizes this weapon here. And it was used by the English for hundreds of years. It was actually developed, this is probably the simplest type of bow that you can find, and usually these types of bows were found in Northern Europe. In prehistoric Europe, you could find some of these examples of longbows, not necessarily this general cross section or shape, but the first bows that were made, we think, were longer bows like this, and except with, like I said, without the cross section, maybe a flat cross section. There's a few examples of bows in museums. However, what is this distinguishing factor between an English longbow and any other type of bow is, if you can see, the belly of the bow it has a convex shape. The back of the bow is straight, and so you can achieve this pretty much with only a few types of woods, because when you create this shape on the belly of the bow, you it puts more stress on the bow. So if you use a wood that is not pretty compression strong, you might develop we call them crystals, which is compression fractures. And I'm gonna go ahead, it's been a while since I made an English longbow. This one, you can see, does not hold any string follow, and the reason for that is obviously the wood is a good quality wood, which is yew. This one has been made out of a yew stave with about 50 rings per inch. So the tighter the rings on yew, the better it tends to perform. And so this one's a very good example of an English longbow. This one's not too heavy. It's about 50 pounds at 28 inches. Let me see if I can string it without a bow stringer. There you go. Typically when you get to this bump right here, it's a little bit harder to string because you got to get the string over that. But as you can see, it's got a nice tiller to it, and it draws pretty nicely. This one you can take up to 30 inches, but 28 is good for it. This arrow is only about up to here, it's about 27 inches, I believe, but I'm taking it there to 28 inches, and it's right around 45 to 50 pounds. And one of the attributes of longer bows like this is that you generally don't feel the bow when you pull it back. You don't feel any stacking because it's so long, and so that lends itself very well to being an accurate bow. And so it's a very good bow for target practice, not necessarily to take out and hunt with, because of the length. You tend to get tangled in the branches when you're walking around the forest. If you're hunting out of a tree stand, then it doesn't matter, I guess. But if you're going to be walking around, then it's not a positive attribute. But if you're just going to be shooting, target shooting, it's a great bow. That's why they used it for warfare. So generally they would shoot it up in the air, and you'd have hundreds of archers shooting at once. So you would have a barrage of arrows come down on the enemy like so. And so many of the bows back when it was used for war, they were a lot heavier than this. They would probably be twice the weight of this bow right here. Like I said, this one's only about 50 pounds at 28 inches. And so, I mean, it's plenty, it's powerful enough to hunt with, and so you'll be able to kill a deer or bear or whatever. But but obviously not a war bow. It's just a regular target shooting bow, and maybe even for hunting. But I just wanted to share this bow with you. Like I said, I made this one, and there's another one over there that I made, but it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is the other one's a little bit shorter than this one, and I believe the poundage on the other one's a little bit less than this one as well. Anyways, you can find this bow on my website and the other one, and they'll be up for sale. So I have those in stock. They'll be under the in stock page on my website. So if you go to LEGIONNAIREARCHERY.com, and if you want to get yourself an English longbow, then you can go ahead and do so. We went ahead and I went ahead and I made that handle for it. It's a pretty cool handle. It looks pretty neat actually, and it kind of gives it a royal look to it. And so I mean, you can always change it if you don't like it, but it's a pretty neat neat handle. Anyways, that's it for the English longbow. Thank you for watching.